Thank you for clicking into my video. Let's begin today's story together. Christmas Eve Horror. This incident happened on Christmas Eve last year. The police patrol every day, and everyone knows that. There were 2 police officers assigned to the night shift around 2 a.m., but since it was Christmas Eve and almost nobody was in the station, something happened during their patrol 3 hours later. When the 2 officers returned, they were visibly nervous and didn't say a word. They hurried into their dormitory. The officers inside sensed that something was wrong, so they went to check and asked them what had happened. The 2 officers explained that during their patrol, they encountered a girl late at night. Since it was too late, one of the officers told the young lady to quickly go home. However, she didn't turn around, which struck the officer as odd. He approached and questioned her. The girl showed her identification, and after inspecting it, the officer let her go. However, the other officer remarked that the girl seemed familiar. One officer dismissed it, saying the other was overthinking. Later, when they returned, the officer suddenly remembered and said, "Wasn't that girl the one who got dismembered?" The other officer checked the records and, to their horror, found it to be true. Both officers breathed a sigh of relief. "Thank God," they said. After hearing the story, the officer on duty reassured them. "It's okay, you're back now. Let me buy you some alcohol to calm your nerves." At that time, there were only 5 officers in the station, including the 2 shocked officers. The 3 officers who stayed behind in the station played a drinking game to decide who would go buy the alcohol. The one who lost went to the store. When he came out, he saw many ambulances rushing somewhere. Puzzled, he returned quickly. However, when he got back, he noticed the 2 officers who stayed behind looked pale. He asked, "What's going on?" One of them said, "Go and check the report that has just arrived." The report stated that the 2 officers who had just returned from patrol had died during the night shift. They collided with a girl. The shocking part? It was the same girl who was supposed to be dead. "Where is the officer who was in the dormitory just now?" they asked as they rushed towards the room, only to find it hadn't been opened. Next, a friend who came from the Philippines to study in Canada lived together with his mother in a small house while pursuing his education. The friend's study desk was placed in the corner of the room, next to a window. Despite being a diligent student, shortly after moving into the house, whenever he sat at his desk to focus on studying, he felt something lightly tapping on his neck. Initially attributing it to his own hypersensitivity, he didn't pay much attention. However, over time, this sensation persisted. Whenever he sat at the desk, he continuously felt something gently touching his neck. Strangely, as soon as he left the desk, the feeling vanished. He decided to confide in his mother about this strange occurrence. His mother consulted a fortune teller, who explained that many unseen entities could be captured by a camera. She advised him to take a photo the next time he experienced this sensation, suggesting that it might unveil the mystery. The friend, skeptical but willing to try, returned home and resumed studying at his desk. Soon enough, he felt the light tapping on his neck again. His mother promptly took a photo and rushed to a photo studio to develop it. When they received the developed photo, both of them turned pale with shock. In the picture beside the friend, there was a pair of feet hanging in midair. It turned out that what the friend had been feeling was the swaying feet of a person who had hanged themselves, constantly brushing against his neck. This wraps up today's story. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next one.